From the editor, we think this is a really important story and we need to have a discussion about how we get this right. So we're going to do that on this program. Right, let's go out for lunch. And as McDonald's and the Unite Union continue their negotiations around ending zero-hour contracts beneath the golden arches, we thought we'd go there. McDonald's, if you're watching, this is what your customers, lovely people by the way, think of 0 hours contracts. This is the first that occurs to us that now is probably the time to try first. We've never done a caravan with people in cars before. Young man, how are you? Excuse me, you don't have to do this. Okay, so this is the McDonald's Grey Lynn. It's very busy. I have to confess I've been here myself a couple of times, and we're going to ask their customers what they think of 0 hours contracts. So what we're going to try and give it a go now. We're going to wander around. Steph, our wonderful camerawoman, and this young man who looks like a bit of a hipster with his beard is going to drive down and we're going to say, oh, stop. It's going to, how are you, young man?
How are you?
Yeah, good, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
We're asking people what they think of 0 hours contracts.
Oh, well, I reckon they deserve to have guaranteed hours.
0 hours contracts, what do you reckon about them?
Horseshit. Criminal.
Why?
Because if you're going to hire someone, you've got to give them some work. Otherwise, don't hire them, you know?
I think they're absolutely disgusting. They're offensive and they shouldn't be there.
People need to be able to provide for themselves, need to live, pay rent. How can they do that in that environment?
That's quite strong, isn't
I
it?
really feel strongly about it. I think it's disgusting. People have to wait to find out if they're going to get an hour's work or not.
I'm a contracts manager for a building company in town, so I run 28 staff, and it's going to be very hard for people to live with 0 hour contracts and that sort of thing. I believe everyone deserves a 40-hour week.
What would you think of life on a 0 hours contract?
I think it'd be quite hard to maintain yourself and quite hard to sort of manage your life.
I think it'd be kind of crap for the people that kind of rely on it, and so now they're going to get shut down, and I don't know, a lot of jobs will be lost due to it, I reckon, which I think is quite unfair.
It's obviously not ideal because you don't want to be stuck in between, do I have a job, am I working this week or not? So I guess having a set amount of hours is obviously the best idea.
Have you ever been tempted to use them?
0 hour contracts, no way. We pay holiday pay, sick pay and construction, which you don't get very often. And our policy is we're quite a good bunch of guys. We treat our guys as a family. They've got to pay their bills. You know, it can cause a lot of stress on the family if the guys aren't getting their hours. So, no, we wouldn't even consider it.
Would you ever employ anyone on a 0 hours contract?
No, if I've got work and they can do the work, and I'll give them as many hours as they need.
You can guarantee them 40 hours. Yeah, I'd say this is part of the contract. I can guarantee you 40 hours.
Have you got a full-time job?
No, I don't. I'm a part-time student.
What are you studying?
Law.
Oh, good man! So you'll be an employment lawyer when you grow up. When you grow up, what a dick! When you grow up, oh hello! no, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you, brothers. Boys, thank you very much. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Lovely to meet you. Cheers. Bye bye. He was obviously grown up. That was just a middle-aged moment. We invited McDonald's onto the program tonight. They said they're still in negotiations with the Unite Union, but they have committed, they say, to moving away from 0 hours contracts. If they fully do, they'll join KFC, Starbucks, Pizza Hut, Carl's Jr., Hell Pizza and Burger King, and having done so all in a very short space of time, which is fantastic. Before we move on, a look ahead to a wonderful story from Ali Ikram.